start playing with it up here while I unbox it, talk to you about some of its features. You can see what it looks like, how well it works. We'll talk about some of the features of it, and then at the end I will give you a Doug score from 1 to 5, let you know what I thought of it, and then if that isn't good enough, you can wait till the very end and see the full unboxing of this. Back. How cool is it? Look at how dirty this little guy is. So this thing is so fun. It's very interesting, very quirky. Number one, I really like the remote control. I like this shape a lot better with the batteries in the handle instead of below it. I do kind of like that a lot. So let's talk about the truck itself. As we expected, the suspension really isn't very sophisticated or very good, so it bounces around a lot, but I don't think that detracts from the amount of fun that this thing is at this price range. Also, as we discussed, these are very low profile tires, so there's no suspension or absorption of anything. It just kind of bounces right off. But because they're low profile tires, oh man, does this thing like hum along on the street. And not only does it hum along on the street, I'm sure they designed this for the street. So a couple things you need to know. When you first squeeze this, oh wow. It is almost impossible to get it to launch without a crap load of wheel spin. I mean, this thing just spins the wheels, which again is another thing. It is definitely, I know it is absolutely four-wheel drive, but it is biased towards the rear big time. So it just like spins the wheels and does donuts and slides and drifts, all kinds of super fun stuff on the street. And then as much as you think it's gonna go 80 trillion miles an hour with how fast it accelerates, it kind of peaks out pretty early. So it never really gets rolling like ridiculously fast, but it launches from zero. So it's kind of a really cool balance, especially if you're in more of an enclosed area, like if you just wanna play on the street or something like that. It just takes off and does drifts and goes, and it feels so fast, but it doesn't go 80 million miles an hour and be like 100 miles away, or you're running out of space because you just don't have that much room. It is very fun to drive, very versatile. You could use it in a lot of situations. I would say this is definitely, without a doubt, a 5 out of 5 on the Doug score for a beginner RC. This thing is the bomb. So cool. All right, I hope that's helpful. Hey, let's go watch the rest of the unboxing. Oh, cool. I'm glad you liked the play, you liked the review, you hung around. If you wouldn't mind, one of these down below would be really helpful for the channel, seeing as you're enjoying the content. So like I said, here is the giant manual, which I haven't read yet because I'm just looking at this for the first time. It comes with, this is kind of cool, it comes with a set of stickers so you could kind of like customize the look you want, whether you want it to have headlights on it, decals, all that kind of stuff, or just the straight up plain look. I think it actually looks kind of clean and cool the way it is here. Okay, so I will say a couple things initially that I'm thinking when I opened it up. These are a little lower profile tires than I was expecting, so we'll see how it does off-road. But at the same time, it's a little bouncy, but there might actually be oil in these shocks. There's definitely a little bit of dampening in them. Looks like a nice, good amount of travel. Let's take a look, see what the internals look like. Okay, so this is a nice chassis. You can see it's like nicely reinforced. Here's the suspension I was talking about. Seems pretty springy to me, but you already saw it run, so, and you're still here. This is supposed to have like an upgraded steering, which is supposed to be extra heavy duty. There's a lot of wheel travel on this. The motor, you saw, the motor's here. This is a brushed motor, not a brushless model. Overall, this thing looks really cool. I have to say, it's a little bit of a small battery. We'll see what kind of runtime we actually get. The kit comes with 2 of these batteries.